I did have an opportunity to drive the car myself. It was loaned to me for a weekend to see if, what we could do with it, and we basically took it out to see what it could do. So I had all the specs. It's supposed to go 156 miles an hour. It's supposed to have these brakes, this Brembo brakes, excellent stopping, excellent handling. So, telling Jimmy that this is the car we actually want to bring to Prague. We did do everything, and the car is fantastic. So the part of my excitement of doing this job was the car could actually do what we're saying. Interesting thing about the color of the car, which is Le Mans Sunset, it really reacts well to light. I mean, if the sun hits it, it changes color. But having been to Prague, this color fits the city. I mean, it's like the city art directed this car to fit into it. So.
Even with the camera mounting that we've done, everything's really working well. Performance has been great. Couldn't be more pleased. We had the big arm off the back, but then they made some little suspension adjustments because it's I think 300 pounds, 5 feet out off the back of the car, and it's handled well. It's still cornering well, and it accelerates like there's nothing on it. It's a great challenge, and it's always been a lot of fun. I buried in a couple turns real hard on the brakes. Just because I'm pushing real bad with all this camera on the back.
That was fun. Prague, so tight, and the car works really well because the way it's geared and the way the engine works, it's just really torquey, so you can zip around town really cool, and it's just a really cool car. That was such a gas. I don't know. I mean, I can't explain. On my face. And people are cheering you on the road. They're like, go, go, go! It's like a rally race or something.
Follow the blue band.
Pigeons are flying. I'd be a liar if I said I didn't have a blast.
They began unofficially, guerrilla teams, designers, engineers in America, Japan, after hours, under the radar, working on a dream. When Nissan gave Project Z the official green light, they hit the ground running. Sprinting from 0 to 60, the 6-speed track model clocked a scant 5.4 seconds for Motor Trend. Think of 287 horsepower and 274 pound-foot of torque just waiting for your input. In fact, the Z is a completely driver-centric experience. Its chief engineer, Kazutoshi Mizuno, came to the table with years of racing know-how, including the 24 hours of Daytona and Le Mans. He learned what it takes to win. Make sure the driver gets exactly what he needs from the car, the instant he needs it. Make sure the only surprises are good ones. Mizuno promoted a concept called Flat Ride. For race car drivers lucky enough to experience it, it meant a car that stayed flat, no matter what. If they slammed on the brakes, took a corner hard, nailed it through the straightaways. Here's how flat ride comes to life in the Z. It starts with an incredibly stable platform. Wheels pushed out to the four corners, engine pushed back to the midship location, fuel tank moved forward toward the center of gravity, you in the driver's seat as centered as possible. The result is Z's uncanny 53-47 front-rear weight distribution. Watch its magic through a corner. As you're braking on approach, weight naturally shifts to the front, preloading the tires and enhancing steering grip. As you let off the brakes and apply the throttle, weight transfers to the rear. So as you accelerate out of the corner, you're closing in on that elusive but ideal 50-50 balance at the moment you need it most. It's the ideal platform for Z's ultra-light, mostly aluminum multi-link suspension. The payoff? Optimal contact between rubber and asphalt. Flat tracking. It's a race car driver's dream. Only this time, you get to drive. Huge 11.5-inch rotors come standard on most Zs. Track models get Brembos, the ultimate grabbers, with rotors over a foot in diameter coupled with 4 piston calipers, because the better the stopping power, the less time on the brakes, and the less time on the brakes, the more time on the throttle.